Potential employers don't want to hear that. The music, they're not trying to hear all that. And what sounds good to you doesn't sound good to everybody else. Return calls promptly, usually within 24 hours. When leaving a message, speak slowly and clearly. Provide your first and last name. Spell it. Give your phone number, including area code. Purpose of call or an identifier. Repeat name at the end. I have time, Karen?
We have time. There's 25 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Email and web etiquette. Just basically on the emails and the web, how should you conduct yourself? Understand, email is not an etiquette-free zone, nor is it instant messaging. It is a professional form of communication and should follow good writing guidelines. Know that whatever you do on Facebook, everybody can see. Everybody's going to tell you this from here on out. Everything that you do on Facebook, all the pictures you have on Facebook, it's public domain. Unless you do the privacy settings, whatever. So if I'm on there, use turned up again. I was turned up Saturday. And I got a picture of me hanging off a chandelier with, things all around. And I'm going for a job, and that employer Googles my name or goes on Facebook and types my name in and sees that, they're going to throw my resume in the garbage. We don't need turned up Talena working for us. So, social media. If you have a Facebook page, be conservative about that while you're in job-seeking mode. Be cautious about who you accept on your page, because what they post on their wall can sometimes show on yours. Watch the videos you watch and like, because it also shows what you've liked. So if I'm watching a video about kids fighting or, just things that may not be acceptable, they can see that. And a potential employer or just someone that's searching on your page is going to be like, okay, if this is the stuff they're into, I'm not into that stuff, and I don't need these people in my circle. Proofread for spelling and grammar. Don't rely solely on spell check, because you could be typing from or form, that gets swapped a lot, there and there, like their stuff and I'm there gets confused a lot. Avoid conflict and email arguments. Many things can be misconstrued via email. Online communication is not a replacement for verbal and personal contact. Avoid using all caps and don't overuse. When you type in all caps, people, it looks like you're angry typing. For some reason, people take that as angry typing. So if I type Tamika in all caps, I'm like, well, what are you mad about? For some reason, it's just associated with being angry. Give a person a chance to read and respond your email. Keep your messages short and concise. Think before you send, because you can't get it back. You cannot go and reach into that email and pull it back. Watch who you're sending it to. If you're typing an angry email about something that went on at work and you accidentally reply all, and then you didn't send it in one of those people or who you were typing about, they're going to get that. You don't need any conflict, Sometimes saving your message as a draft and rereading it later can be extremely beneficial, so you remember just what you sent to someone. Everything you write online is a reflection of your professionalism. You will be judged by the quality of your writing, whether it is an email, online profile, blog entry, or comments on a website. Same thing that goes back to the Facebook. People look at stuff like that. And anyone who has Facebook cannot say that they have not, looked at someone else's page and seen what they were talking about, And some things, like, wow, I can't believe they said that or did that. And a lot of times people are like, I'm going to unfriend them because I just don't like the things that are going on. And that's your life. You know, what you're putting on Facebook, a lot of people are expressing their life on Facebook now because they can't connect to someone in China physically. So they're just saying, hey, we did this, we did that, and they're sharing their life with their friend in China or their friend in India or whatever, or in California, wherever the person may be. Dining etiquette. This isn't just dining etiquette, what I'm about to say. This is everything. Wash your hands. If you come into a building after you've been outside, you've been handling doors or money, wash your hands. There are germs out there, and especially if you have to deal with food or something else, wash your hands. Anytime you go in or out of a building, a public building, you should be washing your hands. Before you prepare any foods, wash your hands. After you use the bathroom, wash your hands, especially men. If you're dealing with children, wash your hands. Papers that are circulated, wash your hands. Cleanliness is very important. 80% of second interviews involve a meal. That's like in the higher up. So practice good hand washing all the time, and it'll just overflow into your business life. Long before you enter a restaurant, make sure you turn off your cell phone or beeper. Practice proper posture. Sit up straight with your arms close to your body. When you're not eating, keep your hands on your lap or resting on the table, with your wrist on the edge of the table. Elbows on the table are acceptable only between courses. Take responsibility for keeping up the conversation, but stay away from controversial subjects such as politics, religion, and sexual matters, etc. That's even in social settings, but this just goes across the board because it keeps arguments out, because people have strong opinions about those subjects. Order something easy to eat. Stay away from spaghetti, peas, expensive items, and anything sounding like a large quantity of food. You might be hungry, but if you're going on an interview or something and you're meeting somebody, eat a little snack before. Don't look greedy. We talked about being greedy before. Just don't look greedy. It's not a good look. Do not order alcoholic beverages. If on a job interview, even if the interviewer does, they're the interviewer. They've got the job. You need the job. Look good. Even if you drink, don't drink then. Ask for any suggestions from others at the table on, ordering and stuff like that. Wait to eat until everyone has been served. So if your food comes first, just wait for everybody else's plate to come. Or if yours comes and theirs comes 30 minutes later, you could either say, well, wait to bring mine out if you think yours is going to come earlier, and bring it out when everyone else's, or could you warm mine back up politely? It's all about how you say things. When eating a roll or bread, put a pat of butter on your plate. Break a small piece of bread and put the butter on each piece as you go. It's just, being neat and not looking like a savage. Don't salt your food before you taste it. I've been told that since I was a kid. Taste your food first. You don't know how they season it, and it's an insult to the cook if you're at a really nice restaurant. There's a lot of places like McCormick and Schmidt that you are right there where you can see the kitchen, and it's really insulting. If I've taken my time, I'm a chef out, I'm the greatest chef in Pittsburgh, and I go to take, you go to eat my food, and I see you done the salt on it before you can taste it. You never know what the food is seasoned, how the food is seasoned, so taste it. Only reach for items that are in front of you. Politely ask others to pass items out of reach. Don't reach over people, that's rude. Bring food to your mouth, not head to plate, so you shouldn't be leaning over your plate. These are getting into more specifics. I have a picture of like the table and how a table's set and the spoons, forks, knives, cups, and all that stuff to show you if you're ever in a situation like, oh, well, what do I use? It's usually work from the outside in when you're eating as far as utensils and stuff like that. Place your napkin on the chair seat if excusing yourself for any reason. Take small bites at a time. Never chew with your mouth open or talk with your mouth full. Do not talk with food in your mouth. I know it's the thing now for people to talk with food in their mouth, but it's just rude. If asked a question while eating, finish chewing, swallow, then speak. Throughout the meal, be sure to say please and thank you. Your polite attitude will foster an overall positive impression. Do not be rude to the waiter, no matter how the service is going. Don't be nasty to the waiter. It's not a good look. Eat your entire meal if possible. Don't ask for a doggy bag. The last time I talked to people about this, well, why not ask for a doggy bag? You know, it just looks more professional when you're not looking like, oh, I gotta scruffle up these scraps and take them home. It really doesn't.
Really?
Yeah. Well, at an interview.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
if we're all hanging out, and we're at
Okay. This is
forever.
this stuff.
That's different.
Okay,
You know,
thank
you're in an interview.
Okay.
Indicate that you are finished with your meal by placing the knife and fork on your plate at 4 o'clock position. Be sure to place the napkin on the right-hand side of the table setting. When dining as a part of a job interview, generally the interviewer pays. So if the interviewer invites you out for an interview at a dining setting, they usually pay. So just give it a minute to see if they pay, and if they don't, just be prepared, bring a little something. But usually they pay. Utensils and glass. Glasses and coffee cups on your right, bread plate on your left. Start with your silverware on the outside and work your way in. If you drop your utensil, leave it and politely ask the waiter for another one. And that's about all I have.